In this lesson, we are going to study the volumes of prisms and cylinders. The formula to find the volume of a prism. The formula to find the volume of the prism is BH, where B stands for the area of the base, and H stands for the height of the prism, and the height of the prism is the distance between the two bases. So what is the formula to find the volume of a prism? V is equal to BH. And what does the B stand for? Area of the base. And what does H stand for? The height of the prism. And the height of the prism is the distance between the two bases. The tent at the left approximates a triangular prism. Find its volume. Now, what is the shape of the prism? It's a triangular prism. That means the base is a triangle. If you observe here, the base is a triangle. So let us find the area of the triangle, which is capital B. What is the formula to find the area of a triangle? It's half base times height. Now in this triangle, what is the base of the triangle? It's 5 feet. And what is the height of the triangle? It is 4 feet. So we can find the area of the triangle B is equal to half times 5 times 4, which is going to be 10 feet squared. That is the area of the base. What is the height of the prism? What is the height of the prism? Remember, the height of the prism is the distance between the two bases. Now, where are the two bases? This triangle and a triangle at the back. So the distance between the two triangles is 7.5 feet. So the distance between the two triangles is 7.5 feet. So this is the height of the prism. Now we can find the volume of the prism. The volume of the prism is area of the base times the height of the prism. What was the area of the base which we found out? It was 10. So 10 times what is the height of the prism? 7.5. So 7.5. And use your calculator. The volume of the prism is going to be 75 feet cube. The unit of volume is cubic unit. Find the volume of the prism at the right. First, what is the shape of the base? The shape of the base is a rectangle. So let us find, because this is the base and this is the base. So let us find the area of the base, which is a rectangle. And we know the formula to find the area of a rectangle in this case is going to be 6 times 2.5. 6 times 2.5. And that is going to be 15 feet square. What this is the area of the base. Now what is the height of the prism? The height of the prism is the distance between the two bases, which is 3.5. So 3.5 is the height of the prism. So now we can find the volume of the prism, which is BH, and B is 15 times H is 3.5, and that is going to be V is equal to 52.5 feet cube. That is the volume of the prism. Now let us find out what is the volume of a cylinder. Now in a cylinder, the shape of the base is a circle, and the distance between the two bases is called the height of the cylinder. The formula to find the volume of a cylinder is BH, and B is the area of the base, and in case of a cylinder, the shape of the base is a circle, and H is the height of the cylinder, which is the distance between the two bases. And what is the formula to find the area of a circle? It's pi r squared, and r is the radius of the circle. It is the radius of the circle. Find the volume of a cylinder to the nearest cubic centimeter. First of all, in this, the diameter is 10 centimeters. So the radius is going to be 5 centimeters, half of the diameter. And the area of the base is a circle in a cylinder. So the area of the circle is pi r squared. So the area of the base is going to be pi times 5 squared, which is going to be equal to 78.5 centimeter square. What is the height of the prism? The height of the cylinder, which is 80 centimeters. This is the height of the cylinder. What is the formula to find the volume of a cylinder? It is BH. So BH, and B stands for the area of the base, which we found out to be 78.5. So B is going to be 78.5 times the height is 80. Multiply them, and the volume is going to be equal to 6,280 centimeter cube. Find the volume of a cylinder to the nearest cubic millimeter. Now again, in this problem, how much is the diameter given? It is 15 millimeters. 15 millimeters. So how much will be the radius? It will be 7.5 mm. What will be the area of the base, which is pi r squared, because the shape of the base is a circle. So pi times 7.5 squared, and that is going to be equal to 176.7. That is the area of the base. What is the height of the prism? The height of the cylinder? 12 mm. the distance between the two bases? 12 mm. And what is the formula to find the volume of a cylinder? BH. And we found out B to be 176.7 times the height of the cylinder is 12, which is going to be equal to 2120.4, which is approximately 2120 millimeter cube. That is the volume of the cylinder. Find the volume of each prism. What type of a prism is this? It is a triangular prism because the shape of the bases are triangles. So it's a triangular prism. Now what is the formula to find the area of a triangle? It is half base times height. Now how much is the base of the triangle? It is 10. And how much is the height of the triangle? 26. Multiplied with half. So the area of the base is going to be equal to half multiplied by 10 multiplied by 26. That is going to be equal to 130 millimeter cube. What is the height of the prism? It is 30 millimeters. The distance between the two bases, 30 millimeters. What is the formula to find the volume of a prism? BH. Do we know how much is B? It is 130 times how much is H? It is 30. Multiply 130 times 30, and that is going to give us the volume, which is going to be equal to 3,900 millimeter cube. Let us find the volume of this prism. What is the shape of this prism? It is called a trapezoidal prism. It is called a trapezoidal prism. Why? Because the shape of the base is a trapezoid. Look at this. The shape of the base is a trapezoid. So let us find out the area of a trapezoid first, because the capital B stands for the area of the base, and the base is a trapezoid. So what is the formula to find the area of a trapezoid? It is half H times B1 plus B2. Now in this trapezoid, what is the height of the trapezoid? The height of the trapezoid is 20 centimeters. And how much is B1, the base 1, which is again 20? And how much is base 2, which is 16? Now we can find the area of the trapezoid, which is going to be half times H, which is 20, times B1, which is 20, plus B2, which is 16. Let's use a calculator and get this result. And that is 360 centimeter square. So the area of the base, which is a trapezoid, is 360 centimeters square. What is the height of the prism? Remember, the height of the prism is the distance between the two bases, which is 15 centimeters, the distance between the two trapezoids. So the height of the prism is 15 centimeters. And what is the formula to find the volume of a prism? It is BH, where B happens to be the area of the base, which is the area of the trapezoid, which we find. Find the volume of each cylinder to the nearest whole cubic unit. Now in the cylinder, we know the radius, which is 4 meters. So can we find out the area of the base? And the base is a circle. So it's pi r squared, which is pi times 4 squared, which is going to be equal to 16 pi. Let's use the calculation in the end. Let's use the pi in the end of our calculation. So base is 16 pi meter square. What is the height of the cylinder? It is 6 meters. And what is the formula to find the volume of a cylinder? BH. And what is the area of the base? We found out to be 16 pi times what is the height of the cylinder? 6. So what is the volume of the cylinder? 16 multiplied with pi multiplied with 6. It is 301.6, which is going to be approximately 302 meter cube. That is the volume of the cylinder.